Okay, so if you're even thinking about building a mobile app, you've got this huge decision you just can't avoid. You're basically stepping into the ring for one of the biggest debates in the entire development world, native versus React Native. Today, we are going to break down this ultimate showdown and help you figure out which one is right for you. So let's just boil it all down to the one question that really matters for you, whether you're a developer, a founder, or a project manager. Which path are you going to choose for your app? By the time we're done here, you're going to have a much clearer answer.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about the big mobile app dilemma. Then, we'll meet our two contenders. After that, it's time for the main event, a real head-to-head breakdown. And finally, we'll show you exactly how to pick the undisputed champ for your project.
You know, when you get right down to it, the dilemma is actually pretty simple. You've got one goal: get your amazing app onto both iPhones and Android phones. The tricky part is, there are two totally different ways to think about getting it done. Do you build two separate, perfectly tailored apps? Or do you build one super flexible app that works on both? I love this analogy. It makes it so clear. Think of it like this. Going native is like building a custom log cabin for the snowy mountains and a totally separate custom beach house for the tropics. Each one is absolutely perfect for its environment. Now, React Native, that's like having this brilliant, top-of-the-line modular home design that you can set up beautifully in either place. Both are fantastic options, they're just different philosophies. All right, so with that in mind, let's get to know the fighters in the ring. In this corner, you've got the heavyweight champion of pure platform power, Team Native. And in the other corner, the challenger, known for its incredible speed and efficiency, Team React Native. So you've got Team Native. These are your specialists, right? The purists. They believe in building an app directly for its home operating system, squeezing every last drop of performance out of the hardware. Then you've got Team React Native, the unifier. Their whole philosophy is write once, run anywhere. You build one single app using one codebase, and it works on both Android and iOS. I mean, this is the approach that giants like Instagram and Discord use. And this is where things get really interesting, the languages they use. To play for Team Native, you really need two separate teams. You need folks who are experts in Kotlin or Java for Android, and a whole other group that knows Swift or Objective-C for iOS. Team React Native, on the other hand, they all rally around one of the most popular languages on the planet, JavaScript. Okay, enough talk. It's time for the main event. We're going to put these two contenders through 5 brutal rounds to see where they really shine and where they might stumble. Let's get it on.
First up, round 1, performance. And wow, this is a quick knockout for native. No contest. Because you're building right on top of the platform, you get raw, unmatched power. Now, don't get me wrong, React Native is incredibly fast. We call it near native for a reason. And honestly, for most apps, you'd never ever feel the difference. But if we're talking about a drag race for pure top-end speed, native takes the win, hands down.
But wait, in round 2, development speed, the tables have completely turned. React Native comes back with a massive punch. And why? Well, it's simple. You're just writing one set of code. Going native is just naturally slower because you're literally building two completely separate apps from the ground up. The point for speed goes decisively to React Native.
All right, round 3, cost and maintenance. In this one, well, it follows right on the heels of the last round. With native, you have 2 code bases and often 2 specialized teams. That means higher costs, not just to build it, but to maintain it for the long haul. React Native's model, one team, one code base, is just way more friendly to your budget. Another clear win for React Native. Okay, round 4 is code reusability. And this is React Native's superpower. It's the whole reason it exists. With a native app, pretty much 0% of the code you write for Android can be used on iOS. It's a total rewrite. With React Native, reusability is the entire name of the game. But just how much can you actually reuse? But how much are we talking about? Is it a lot? Oh yeah, take a look at this number, 80 to 90%. Let that sink in. In many projects, up to 90% of the code you write is exactly the same for both your iOS and Android app. That right there is the secret sauce. That's why it's so much faster and cheaper. It's just a gigantic win for efficiency. And for our final round, round 5, access to native features. The momentum swings back to native on this one. When you build native, you get full, direct, no questions asked access to every little feature on the phone, the camera, the GPS, everything. React Native can get to most of these things too, but sometimes it needs what's called a bridge. Think of it like a little translator that helps the JavaScript code talk to the native device features. It's a problem you can almost always solve, but it's an extra step that native just doesn't have to worry about.
So, after 5 rounds, who's the winner? It's kind of a draw, right? And that's the whole point. Here's the big twist. The goal here was never to crown one as the absolute best forever and ever. It's not about who's better overall, it's about who is the right champion for your job. You have to remember this one thing. It's absolutely crucial. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. Your choice completely depends on your project's unique needs, your priorities, and, let's be real, your budget. What's perfect for a massive gaming company is probably the wrong choice for a scrappy startup.
So let's break it down like a final scorecard. When should you pick Team Native? Well, Native gets the win when you're building something where performance is everything. Think complex 3D games, high-end photo editors, or any app that needs to dig really deep into the phone's operating system. And when does Team React Native get the win? It's the champion for most business apps, social media apps, e-commerce apps, really most consumer apps in general. And it's especially perfect if you're building a prototype where you're a startup where getting to market fast is the most important thing in the world. Okay, so to make the final call for your project, all you have to do is answer these 4 simple questions for yourself. Number 1, performance. Is buttery smooth, top-tier speed a must-have or just a nice-to-have? 2, budget. What are you working with financially? 3, timeline. How fast do you absolutely need to get this thing launched? And last but not least, your team. What skills and languages do your developers already have? Your answers to these questions will point you straight to your winner.
And there you have it. We've seen the fight, we've looked at the scorecard, and now you know the questions to ask. The choice isn't easy, but hopefully it's a heck of a lot clearer now. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Knowing what you know now, what would you choose for your next project?